Hey, you guys, it's your girl Sherry for another episode in Grieve, Grow, and Glow. Today, I am going to talk about another form of grief. Grief comes in all different facets, right? Losing a parent, losing a loved one, losing aunts, uncles. But grief also comes in losing friendships, right? And so not only have I grieved the loss of my fiance for 18 years, but throughout the last 5 years or so, I have been grieving a loss of friendships. One of them includes my best friend of 38 years, right? And so going through the loss of Matthew has definitely helped me grieve the friendship that I had, right? It helped me to be in touch with my feelings. It allowed me to know what I deserve, right? And also, it allowed me to just take a step back. And what I mean by that is throughout my life, I have always leaned on my best friend, right? In any situation, because I had been going through a lot of trauma through my life, right? And so throughout the years, I had gotten very close. I was very open, honest. A lot of things went on that just kind of pushed to the wayside because I was in my grieving stage, right? So when you're in a grieving stage, a lot of things that happen, you just kind of dismiss. You just kind of, you just don't feel like dealing with, right? And so after I had COVID, I was diagnosed with COVID and pneumonia in 2021. And I was admitted to the hospital for 14 days. It was touch and go for your girl. It really was. I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. But what happened was while I was in the hospital, something in my spirit just told me to get on Facebook, let people know what I was going through, because I'm very to myself. I don't let everybody in. I've always been that way. I'm very closed off, only to a certain amount of people I let in, right? But something told me to just put it on Facebook or what I was going through, because the world was going through COVID at this time, right? And I had a few people that I was building a relationship with that was on my group text. And so I was allowing everyone to know exactly what I was going through in this time period, right? And everyone showed up. Everyone that I thought was going to show up didn't. It allowed me to see how selfish some people could be, right? Because here I am going through the most difficult time in my life, and they wanted to make it about them. And so as I laid in that bed, it was like, what are you doing, girl? Wake up. You are going through the worst time of your life. And you need people to show up for you. that really care about you, right? And I couldn't believe how many people showed up. It wasn't about me not returning their phone calls, right? It wasn't about me not answering their emails. It was like, we know you're going through something. Whatever you need, we're there. Just let us know. Text us what you need, we're there. We're going to pray for you. And that's all I could do, really, because the first couple of days, honestly, I didn't really have a voice. I was trying to breathe. Okay? I was trying to breathe. And the amount of prayers I got, the amount of people showing up was like, oh my goodness. People really do care about me, right? And so when I got released from the hospital, I had a lot of time to think. 5 months, so, right? I was out of work for 5 months. And in that time, I was with me and God. It was just us. I was just talking to him, just trying to figure things out because I was so confused, right? Like, how could me almost not being here, I'm losing my best friend? And it was my decision. It was my decision. Because when you go through something traumatic as what I went through, and even when I lost Matthew, you need people to show up. And I know that some people don't know how to show up. But just the littlest things to let that person know, I'm here. You may not be able to do this right now, but I'm here. Right? You're not answering calls. You're not answering texts. But guess what? I know where you live. I'm going to show up for you. And so the last 5 years, I have been dealing with that grief. And it's hard, even though it was my decision and I still stand on it. But it still hurts, right? Because you love that person. You did everything with that person. You trusted that person. But over the years, you start to see that person was very selfish. It was always about her. And so dealing with new people, letting new people into my life has been very, very difficult. And I know that you're not supposed to treat people the way, other people have treated you. You're supposed to have a clean slate. And I try to do that for the most part, right? I try to not bring bad energy or anything to new relationships when I meet new people. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm open. I trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. But it's been difficult. I've met a few people over the last 4 to 5 years that I tried to build friendships with that portrayed themselves as one way, but they really weren't that way, right? I remember one where I was very, 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 very close. And a few times, not one, but 2 times this person ghosted me. not for something I did. It was based on assumptions. They thought I did something, or they thought I said this. And so after going through that experience, I'm like, no more. I will not go back to that friendship. I forgive her, but I can't accept her back in my life. That's not how friendships go, right? They're not that you're not supposed to treat people that way. If there's issues with people, have grown woman conversations. And I've learned that over the years. I'm not perfect. I know that in the past, I would let things fester and fester until I get to the point where I explode and my mouth is lethal. Yes, it could be very lethal. But I have grown. And that's the part of this series that I talk about: grieve, grow, glow. I'm in a season of growing, right? On my way to glowing. I'm growing. And I'm holding myself accountable to the things that I've done in the past and I need to work on. Friendships, I always give my all, but I don't get the same in return. And I see that now. I didn't see it in the past, but I see it now. So with that being said, it makes me very isolated when it comes to making friends. I do have a couple that, I'm building on. I have my girlfriend that I have been really close with for about 14 years now. And one thing I love about our friendship is that we have open communication. If there's a disagreement, we talk about it. If I'm upset about something or another friendship that I'm venting to her about, I love that she can be objective. I like girlfriends that tell me when I'm wrong and not yes girlfriends, just agreeing to whatever I'm going through, right? And so in this season, she's definitely helping me to be a little bit more open and letting people in while I'm still grieving a 38 friendship that is no longer. And she definitely opened my eyes to see that everyone is not like that. Everyone deserves a fair chance. And I'm growing. I'm growing. Trust me, I'm growing. But I am the type of person that I study people. That could be bad because I am an accountant. My undergrad was forensic accounting, okay? So I study people. I study behavior. I study how you're around me, how you're with other people. That all comes into play. So when I see things happening, I'm like, put a pin right there. Note it. But that's the past, right? I am still in a grieving stage, but I'm not mourning, if that makes sense, right? Because I realize that everyone goes through a season in a lifetime. You do. And we had our season. And I am growing and going into a different, what I want to say. I'm going in a different route. And it's okay. It's okay. I have no ill will or anything. But I am working on Sherry right now, right? Working on breaking down those walls that I have put around me. Not only from friendships, a 38-year friendship that's no longer, or a friendship that was for a couple of years that's no longer, but even from not even a female, but a male friendship that is no longer, that I had to cut ties. And so I was in that season of grieving that friendship. So I've been through a lot of grieving friendships. And so I just said, you know, God, it's you and I right now. My heart can't take anymore. It really can't. And so he put me down for a year, isolated, no going out, just work, home. And then I started thinking about my health because, as I stated, I did have COVID and pneumonia, and I still have the after effects of that. So when they say you have long COVID, I don't know what the definition of it is. However, I know there's symptoms that I still experience out of the blue. Inflammation is one, where my leg could just blow up in an instant, and then my knee starts bothering me. Today, like, I'm kind of off my game today, but I knew I had to make this video for you guys. I am dealing with the worst migraine ever. And I woke up fine, and then all of a sudden, it came out of nowhere. Now, I had never had migraines prior to COVID, but now I get them frequently. Now, I haven't had one probably in about 2 months, 3 months. But yeah, it's here, and I just want to go lay down. I just want to go lay down. But I came on to just talk about another form of grief, and I am being very open and transparent because I want people, anyone that is going through what I've experienced, like grieving friendships, they're real, and you have to take the time necessary, right? And just let it out. Do not suppress it, because I suppressed my grief of losing my fiance for a long time. And looking back now, that was not healthy. So grieving friendships, I allow myself to feel it, to sit in it. And whatever way God takes me, I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the flow. But I'm in a season of glowing, right? I'm growing and I'm glowing, right? So in this grieving stage of friendships, I'm okay where I'm at. I am moving on. I am open to new friendships. I'm excited about the friendships that I am building. But I'm still taking my time, day by day, of trusting people. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm open. I am, day by day, I'm meeting new people. I'm excited about it. But I don't put my whole heart into it anymore like I used to. I just can't. Not until I feel comfortable enough that this person wants my friendship as much as I want their friendship. So I just wanted to come on and touch upon that, because I am sure there's many people out there that are grieving friendships. I've seen on the internet over the last couple of weeks, a lot of long-term friendships are breaking up. And it's sad. But we are all growing. We are not where we used to be 20, 30 years ago. And it's okay. that we're moving to a new season of our life, right? But I say just don't sit in the hate or the anger part of the grief. I've sat in it. I was angry. I was bitter. I was upset. But I'm past that. I've accepted where I'm at with that because, again, it was my choice. But I'm learning from that 40-year friendship of things that I don't want to take into the future. So just embrace your friendships you have. Be open to new experiences. Learn to trust again. Lean on God for that because I lean on him every day because God be beating me up. I'm not even going to lie. God beats me up when it comes to trust. It takes a lot to trust. And I'm working on forgiveness. That is another big one for me. But every day I am in my Bible. Every day I am in the Word, reading it. I love Pastor McClure. I listen to his lectures every single day. And now he does Bible study. I am in that every day when I'm going to work. Every day I have an hour of Bible study. Trust me. And I'm learning so much about myself. And God knew what he was doing. Those videos don't come on my feed for no reason. Okay? So when you see stuff that comes on your feed or on the internet or wherever, and it's talking about your situation, it's meant for you for a reason. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming on and listening to me today. I really appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate all the comments that I get. It warms my heart to know that I'm helping somebody, okay? So don't forget to like and share the video. We want to reach as many people as we can because I really, truly want to help someone that is stuck in their grief. It's not easy to talk about. I do understand that. But in your time, when you're ready, drop a comment. You could be anonymous. And I'll do my best to answer it and to help you through this tough time. Okay? Again, it's your girl, Sherry. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Sunday. And we'll talk soon. Deuces.